So we've photographed the bride and the groom independently and together at a bar table height. And is it any different when it comes to sort of a normal table height? Well, not really. We can do something very similar. It's just a little bit easier because before it was sort of like we have to get them to lean forward and all that kind of stuff. But here it just becomes a little bit more comfortable because it's the height that we're normally used to. So what we'll do, we'll start actually with Lisa. If you want to come in here for me. Let me have a look. Okay, I'll do it this way. I'm going to get you to take a seat just there. Now, why did I angle the chair? I'll tell you why. It's because I want to get her to lean in with her right elbow. So lean forward with the right elbow. That's beautiful. And in fact, even this is actually a really beautiful shot. What I'd like to do is actually show what we did earlier, where we rolled your hip around. So keep that left over the right, but you're rolling it more around, and now you've got somewhere to go. So bring that right out, beautiful. And remember that hand, just bring it off so we've got a bit of air. That's beautiful. And then bring that hand out a little bit like this. Perfect, it mirrors a shape. Shoulders right back, and then turn your face this way, chin to the shoulder. We said that looks very feminine. Eyes back at the camera. Beautiful, that really works. I love this idea too because this is where you can actually get the groom standing up and the bride sitting down. So in fact, Dylan, let's come this way. Don't know if we did this shot. I don't think we have actually. I am going to just get you just like this, hand right on his shoulder, hand in the pocket, really, really cool, very strong, very proud. So again, that particular height actually works really well. Now, if we wanted a bit more intimacy with their hands, this is where your left hand can hold his hand, and that's really, really soft. And I love the fact, in fact, if you bring your hand a little bit lower, I want your cheek sort of just touching his hand very gently, so you're sort of feeling his warmth. Love that. And then that hand up. Beautiful. So guys, there's a combination of a little bit of an eyes back at the camera there for me. So there's a beautiful triangular composition. There's a beautiful flow to what they're doing. I love the triangle that she's created with both arms, I think is really beautiful. The warmth of his hand on her cheek, I think is stunning. And this is like suggests a little bit of intimacy, but also some strength as well. Like it's a bit of pride, a bit of strength, but there's also some intimacy there as well. Perhaps maybe a way that you can fool a corporate power couple to be that little bit intimate. So you sort of see the building blocks of that particular pose and how that actually worked. Now, if I did that shot that I did of that fictitious shot that I did of Lisa there before, but I wanted something intimate, well, this is where I've allowed myself to grow. So let's make sense of this. So Dylan, I'm going to get you over here then, mate. So you sort of see, guys, how this chair is like this. That leaves a gap here and a gap here. So he's going to, so Dylan, take a seat, one knee there, and then scooch as much as you can with your chair close to what they're doing. Let's have a look. Perfect. So now I want you to lean your elbow on that table there for me, Lisa. Do you see how they just sink in? It just works really beautifully. And now turn your face into each other a little bit more. Beautiful. Bring your shoulder right back, your left shoulder, where I can't see it. And Dylan, I want you to hide your left hand there too, so I can't see that too. So bring it right back. Great. So sometimes when the illusion is that you don't really need to show all the body parts if it makes sense in the context of the pose that you're working with. Again, in this shot, you could kiss the temple. You can kiss her forehead. Turn your face more to him. Love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Bring your shoulder up a little bit higher. Gorgeous, nice and little intimate. Now he's smiling on the actual forehead. She's smiling into her shoulder, as in your hashtag smiling. There you go. And then she's looking at me, giggling. I love that. You sort of see how once you get that architecture emotional, once you get the geography, like everything is connected beautifully, then you just need to break that monotony of that expression. Now, these guys have been pounding away with me for the past several hours with our tutorial, but still, when you get a couple into that beautiful moment, then it's just intimate. You give them permission to just be themselves and have some fun. If she was a plus size girl, this is actually a great shot because from this other camera angle, if we now drop your right elbow right in, so I can't see it. So just your right elbow, yep, bring it right down. And then guys, scooch in a bit closer. bring your hands right down where I can't see them. Okay, in this position now, do you see how I can't really see much of her, and if I wanted to, I can get the table closer towards them and or bring the flowers just above her belly if in fact she was plus size. Now, another shot that I like to do in this context, which is really, really fun, remember, posing should be fluid. I think posing is like a symphony. You can actually, there should be highs and lows and crescendos and wow shots and soft shots and romantic shots. In this context, what I'm looking for is, I want a few shots of my Spread of the Wedding album. I've done very classic shots, I've done powerful ones, I've done sophisticated ones. I want something cute and cuddly. I think that might be fun as well. So in this context, what I want to do is, let's bring your elbow right on that table again, Lisa, and sit up a little bit straighter if you can. So come nice and straight, that's it, beautiful. Now, I want to bring your shoulder all the way up. Now, Dylan, I want you to sink a little bit lower. Now, if you can, I'm going to be a pain in the butt here, just twist your bodies that they're more this way. They're biased towards this camera. Bit more, beautiful. Let me go to this camera. Okay, so now now you're doing this, Lisa, with your right hand. Bring your elbow in and bring that shoulder up. Yeah, there you go. Now what I want you to do, bring your shoulder up to a position where it's easy for Dylan to kiss your shoulder. There we go, beautiful. Bring that elbow out, Dylan, that elbow, gorgeous. Little kiss in the shoulder, chin up a little bit, that's it, you're enjoying it. Turn your face, Dylan, to the right a little bit. There you go, so now I can see the kiss. And she's enjoying it, she's looking into the shoulder, beautiful. Bring your left elbow back because I can see that left elbow. I want to see more of a silhouette of your bust. Gorgeous, there we go. Oh, now he's being a porn star. Love that, that's awesome. And would I say that on a wedding day? I probably would, especially if I built trust with a couple there as well. See, how many shots have you taken just now? I love that. So guys, there are countless ways that we can use this situation. You just have to draw inspiration of how you sit with your partner, how relaxed you are on a table, and so on and so forth. I just like the fact that we can use everyday things that gives us ideas on how to photograph. So remember, guys, that whatever situation you're in, whether it's, see, what is this height? This height could be a car. It could be a car. So all of a sudden we can lean on the car a certain way. It could be a staircase rail. It could be anything. Whenever you see this height, you can think of this as a foundation to begin, and then you can use their personalities and how cute they are and what they like to do. Are they corporate? Are they just not that intimate? Are they cute and cuddly? Whatever they are, you can explore it and use body language and use posing as a form of communication, not just, you know what, that looks cute on you. Totally fine. Remember, the ones looking in the camera is what they look like. When they're interacting, that tells us who they are. Let's explore some more options now.